Hey everyone, Kaiser here, and before the actual video starts, there are a few things that I wanted to talk about, mostly when it comes to me uploading videos. I've noticed that very recently, um, uh, my video uploads have been kind of sparse. I notice how I'll only get a video out once a month, and that is something that I want to change, but it's especially hard when I have school and a few responsibilities. I know I've said that a lot when it comes to videos, and I'm not sure if everyone believes me, but that is the truth. And the reason I'm talking about this is because there are different types of videos that I want to make, especially with something like stop motion views, especially since the third episode has been on hold for like damn near a year, and that's something I do want to get out, hopefully. But yeah, there are just a few things that get in the way of me making videos, and that also includes just making custom figures for these reviews. I would review review action figures, but I've looked and not a lot of people are into those types of videos, and that's fine. Like I said, there are different stuff I want to do, but I do want to make more custom figure videos than action figure reviews. But when it comes down to it, this is something I want to do, and I'm definitely not one to, give up on something just because it gets hard. That includes the figures I make, especially with this new one. You probably read the title. So if you guys are understanding and if you are patient with uploads, I thank you for that. But for now, this is a figure that I've been wanting to make for a while, and I finally got it out. So let's get into the video. Hello everyone, Kaiser here, and welcome back to a new video, which is finally my custom of Katsuki Bakugo from My Hero Academia. Now, for a little bit of a story, ever since I made my first Midoriya figure, the one that was made from Marvel Legends, a few people have told me that I should make Bakugo. And Bakugo was a character that I wanted to make, but like I explained before, I never got around to it, especially since one, I didn't know which figure I would use, and two, at the time I thought he would be too complex to make. But now in 2020, I have finally finished him. It took me actually a few days. The only reason it took a little longer was for stuff that we'll get into the actual review. But yeah, he's finally here, and I'm glad to have him a part of my custom My Hero Academia collection. So with that being said, let's get into the actual review. So here we have the custom Bakugo Figma, I should say, and I'm going to be honest, this is probably one of my favorite My Hero Academia customs so far. There are a few issues with it, and hopefully I can go back and redo them, but for now, I really like how it came out. So with that being said, let's get into the figure. So starting with the head, this is actually made from a Diamond Select Sora head, and I have to say it fits pretty well. For the face, I wasn't sure if I should go with like the big toothy smile or the simple grin, because on figures like the McFarlane figure and the Figma, not so much the anime heroes, he does have this smile, and I decided to go with the big toothy grin. For the hair, as you can see, I think it's pretty well sculpted. It was actually really hard to do, and while it's not 100% accurate to how it looks in the show, I still think it looks pretty good. I also made his little wing things. Those were made out of cardboard and a toothpick, which means I had to drill into the back of the head or the back of the hair in order to get them to stay. And again, I think it looks pretty well. I also made his little metal collar there. I had to make it a little bit smaller so that it wouldn't get in the way of the posability. For the torso, it's pretty simple. It's just Bakugo's basic costume. But for the arms, these are actually a different story, so let me try and get that out. For the little sleeves here, these are just made out of tape. Before the gauntlets, that's actually a different story, since these are actually 3D printed. Like I said before, when I first started making my Midoriya figure, a lot of people said that I should make. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and 3D print these, and I was worried that they would be too bulky and that the arms would like go out all the way. But for other Bakugo figures and even in the show, these are actually pretty proportionate. For the hands, these are made from Monster High figures, and all I really did was put a piece of clay over the hands in order to make them look a lot bulkier, like how they are in the show. And one more thing about the gauntlets is that they can actually be removable, so you can have them displayed without the gauntlets. And the way I did that was first drilling into the hole so that I can get actually into the arm, and then spraying some hot glue around in order to make it a little bit tighter while still being removable. So I will stop here. Okay, moving on to the legs. Let me just move the arms out. So at the time I didn't know how far the Figma Bakugo legs would go, well, like how far you could bend his knee, since they do look pretty bulky. But with the help of my mom, I was able to, you know, make something suitable, but I'll get into that a little bit. For the belt, this is actually made from the first Midoriya figure that I had made, you know, the Marvel Legends one. And all I really did was just give it a repaint in order for it to look like Bakugo's belt. It was pretty simple. Now for the pants, my mom actually helped me with this. She made a pair of cloth pants, and all I really did was stuff some cotton balls inside of it to make them look baggier, and they're still able to contain like full range of motion, so it doesn't really hinder anything at all. And again, I have to thank my mom for that. And for like the little harnesses and the pouches, this was just made out of like a pouch from some figure, but these are actually made out of tape, and I think they do look pretty well. The knee pads are made out of clay and simply painted. The boots are, funny thing, these are actually made from Sharpie caps. I forget where the feet are, but they do fit pretty well. And for like the little circles there, all I really did was get some beads, glue them on, and then painted them orange. So yeah, like I said, I really like how it came out. It does have its faults, but it doesn't mean it's not a good figure. Now with that, let's get into accessories. So when it comes to accessories, so far I have only given him different pairs of hands, but I still think that's good enough. He has actually 3 pairs of hands, or 3 sets, which are relaxed hands, more open palm hands for, you know, when he's blasting explosives, and 2 fist / grabby hands. I should mention about the grabby hands is that they are from a different figure, so unlike the Monster High hands, which have a hinge joint, these do not. But I still want him to have a pair of hands like that, so I don't mind them not having a hinge joint. Now moving on to articulation, the head is able to move left and right. It can move a little bit, actually you can't see it. It can move a little bit up and down, but not that much. The arms are able to go out to the side. They're able to go forward and back, and it does have a bicep swivel there. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is that the lower arms aren't actually from the Figma, from the original figure. These are actually a pair of like Spider-Man arms I had gotten. So yeah, they are able to go up that much, about to a 90-degree angle. They're able to, this is what I get when I buy bootleg stuff. They are able to move to the side, only a little bit, only because that giant gauntlet is in the way. And like I said before, the hands are able to swivel and they have a hinge. It does kind of get in the way because of the gauntlets, but it's still good. He's able to crunch that far forward, not really, and about that far back. And he does have a waist swivel, or more of an ab swivel, I guess, since it does rotate there. Again, arms out. He can kick that far forward, which is actually pretty good. They're able to go not back at all. And they do have a thigh swivel in there. You just can't see because of the pants. his leg or knee can go that far back, and that's also on a swivel. See that? I guess you can count this as a boot cut, but not really. But his feet can go that far forward and that far back. So yeah, despite some parts of it, you know, falling off since it is a bootleg, you can still get some very cool poses out of this figure. And if I'm gonna be honest, I say that the articulation is somewhat on par with the actual Figma figure, so that's pretty good. And here is Bakugo standing next to all my custom My Hero Academia figures so far. I have to say he does fit in pretty well. When it comes to Bakugo, he's I think like 5.7 feet. And when comparing him next to Midoriya and Kirishima, he does fit in pretty well. He's taller than Midoriya, but he stands around the same height as Kirishima, which I think is pretty accurate. As you can see, he's also standing in front of All Might, and that fits in pretty well too. So yeah, that was my custom Bakugo figure. I'm really happy that I was able to get this figure done, no matter how long it took, and it doesn't stop there. I also had a few more custom My Hero Academia figures, one of them actually being complete, but he's going to be paired up with another figure. And I do, like I said before, I do want to make other types of videos, and hopefully when I can, I'll be able to get those out. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I do hope that this series is able to go on just a little bit longer. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Never, never giving up. I cannot be stopped. What you got? Never giving up.